I think that will give you 1 to 2 pieces of really consumable content a week that in a month, in 2 months will actually make a real impact on the amount of meetings and business you have and the conversations you're having, because no one's doing it. So it won't take much. I feel like I don't know if I don't share enough with you guys or give you guys enough direct advice. I feel like a lot of it is directed, a lot of what I talk about is directed specifically to financial advisors, or it's directed specifically to the back office marketing teams at the firms. But I want to give you guys, wholesalers, something to latch onto that I think will help you. As far as marketing goes, my coaching for you guys, what I would do for you to help you stand out, and what I recommend all of you guys start doing, is start sharing more relatable content. Start sharing more content that makes you more relatable to the advisors in your territory, that makes you more of a go-to person to the advisors in your territory. And what I mean by that is you're having conversations. I mean, and you have, depending how long you've been a wholesaler, you've been having conversations for years. And you have a library of content that you just don't speak to enough publicly. And as you're having conversations with advisors, as you're meeting with advisors, as you're on webinars and calls with PMs, and you have access to global investment strategists and practice management and all the things that you have access to just by being at the firm you're at, right? Like, you've got this library of knowledge and content that I think you need to start sharing that'll make you more relatable to advisors in your territory. And here's some real life examples that I would start to use and implement today, right? Let's say you meet with an advisor, she or he, and as you know, the entire meeting is not just all about business and large cap or small cap funds or, global bond funds, right? So you guys have a chat, and you probably, a lot of the conversation is not about work at all, and it's much more indirect. But I'm sure you can all relate to this, and you're having a conversation with an advisor, and they share with you, yeah, Corey, God, I used to struggle so much bringing in new business. Like, I remember I had a couple years where I could not get any new business in the door. And then X, Y, and Z happened, something clicked. I started applying this, and my business took off, and I'm at a place that I literally cannot accept any more clients, right? So I made that up, but I'm sure that's a story or something similar to a conversation you've had with advisors. And what I would love you to do with that as a wholesaler is, when you get back in your car, when you get out into the lobby, into the hallway, off the phone, wherever you might be, right? Film yourself for 30 to 60 seconds talking about that. Hey, just met with an advisor, Sally, she shared with me, and don't use the name or change the name or make the name up so that it's obviously, you're not, you're keeping that information private, and generalize as much of it as you have to. But the point is, you share part of that story on video. That's going to go a long way in your community with the other advisors, and they're going to start to pay more attention to you and your marketing. So that's a huge one, to start to share kind of some of the anecdotes that you pick up along the way, especially from other advisors. Again, I don't mean to repeat myself, but it's just, I want to make sure I drive this example home. It's you had a terrific meeting with an advisor, they shared something with you. Get out into the car and film yourself talking about, hey, just met with Sally. One of the things she shared with me, which I found was totally incredible, was she struggled growing her business over the years. And this small little change, one little thing that she did that completely changed her business to the point that she can't even take on any more clients, is this. So that one anecdote, I think, would go a long way with you. The other one is, as you hear from PMs, as you pick up things from PMs, global investment strategists, practice management, right? You have access to a lot at that back office. As you pick up some of that stuff, repackage that and share it. Just the way I just gave you the example with the advisor. Now that you can do immediately, and you don't have to hold it or generalize any of it. That's stuff you could do immediately. And obviously keep it at 20 to 30,000 feet so that it doesn't create a compliance nightmare for you. But it's, hey, just heard some amazing stuff from our global investment strategist. A couple things that I was totally not aware of, share a couple facts that, the amount of cardboard being used during Christmas was at an all-time high, which then could relate in X, Y, and Z, right? Little facts, little things that don't create compliance nightmares, but are interesting tidbits that people want to hear about. That putting all that stuff out from your brand, whether you're doing that on LinkedIn video, you're doing that on email, or you're doing that on LinkedIn text posts, all that stuff will make you stand out in your territory and make you that much more relatable and consumable as a wholesaler to the advisors you want to do business with. So that's what I got for you guys today. I think that, I hope that's not daunting. It's if you break down or rewatch or re-listen to what I just went through, take it step by step and one kind of thing at a time. But I think that will give you 1 to 2 pieces of really consumable content a week that in a month, in 2 months will actually make a real impact on the amount of meetings and business you have and the conversations you're having, because no one's doing it. So it won't take much. On top of that, if you have a back office marketing, if you have the back office marketing support, start to send them some of that, right? Have a conversation with the marketing manager or SVP in marketing. Create a shared folder, start to drop some of those videos into those folders. Have someone in the back office clip some of that stuff up, maybe add, a logo or whatever to make you feel like it's a little bit more professional. Don't commercialize it, right? Don't put a whole 30-second intro on it and all that bullshit. But like, if you want to polish it up a little bit, use your back office marketing to do that. Now, 80% of them are going to bitch and moan and be like, I don't have time for that, whatever. But what's up, guys? Just jumping in here in the post-production edit. You know me, I'm not one to be like a salesperson and throw a heavy sales pitch into my videos or into my content in general, but I thought this was necessary. So if you do have the support of the back office marketing and the marketing people in the back office at the firm, obviously use them to help you, just like I outlined in the video, curate and repackage some of your content and clip it up to make it a little bit more consumable. But if you don't, one option I want to throw out there is there might be an opportunity where you could work with me and my team to do some of that for you, because I'd rather you do something than nothing at all, right? And maybe your firm could help even pay for that, where you get 3 to 5, 7 to 10 videos a month where we work together and I can help you and my team can help you to make some of that content a little bit more digestible and consumable. So if you're watching the video and you're like, my back office marketing won't help, and you kind of, and that feels like something that just isn't going to happen, I don't want the balloon to be completely deflated here. I want you to think maybe there's another option. Maybe it's, all right, well, I know this marketing group and marketers company and Corey Keating, maybe they could help, and that could be an option for you as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there, jump into the video. Not really a hard sell, but I want to give you the option that if the back office marketing at your firm isn't willing to help you out, there's other options out there, whether it's me and there might even be others out there that can do it. So hope you're enjoying this content. I'll get out of the way here and let you continue. Thanks. This is the goal here, is to bring in new business, and to bring in new business, you have to get more attention, and to get more attention, you need some marketing help. So that's what I would start doing, guys. While I have you, one last little bit of marketing housekeeping that I've been dying to talk about, that I want to make sure you guys as wholesalers pay very close attention to. I've seen a trend over the last 7 years, and I feel like I've talked about it before, but I want to really drive this point home, where compliance and the back office marketing team has somehow convinced many of you guys to attach your LinkedIn brand to the automatic feed from the corporate brand. And what I want to do is ask all of you to disconnect that right now. And why I want you to disconnect that is because you becoming an extension or a conduit, an ongoing conduit of the corporate back office marketing brand, does nothing but drag your personal brand down, because it's highly ignorable content that the people who are consuming it likely follow your firm anyway. So they saw XYZ funds put out this commercial, and then they see you put out the same exact commercial. It's completely ignorable. And the more ignorable content that comes out from your personal brand, the more, I don't want to get into the weeds here, but the more the LinkedIn algorithm will pull you down and not allow your reach to expand. So detach yourself from the corporate brand. If the corporate brand puts out content that is worth resharing, absolutely reshare it, but don't allow it to be an automatic mechanism for you, because it's plain vanilla. It's not coming from your voice. It's coming from a voice that is very generalized. You ignore this kind of content in the real world. So what would make you think advisors are not ignoring this kind of content in the real world? So that's one bit of advice that will free up your LinkedIn brand right away. Like, if you detach yourself, give that a week or two to breathe, and you are no longer showing up in the feed with ignorable content, the next thing you share from your voice will go a lot further. So that's one I got for you guys. I hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not subscribed. Make sure to like the video if it adds any value. If you're listening on podcast, please rate the show. As always, I appreciate any and all feedback you guys have. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your attention. I hope that helps. If you have questions, shoot me an email, Corey@marketerscompany.com. You know where to find me on LinkedIn. And with that, love you guys. Cheers. Talk soon.